Good morning, my dear students. Today in this session I am going to explain you SS lesson number 9. Name of the lesson is the Freedom Movement of 1857 CE. Nationalism emerged in India due to only the arrival of Europeans but also their behavior and policies. An important event happened in India in the year 1857 CE, which became the first in the factors responsible for consolidating the sentiment of nationalism in our country. Which were the reasons? Now see, for the outbreak of the revolt of 1857. The main reason for the revolt of 1857 CE was the widespread dissatisfaction among the people in India due to the suppressive policies of the British adopted to spread their empire in India. People were not satisfied with the policies framed by the British. So, Indian people had a revolt against the British rule in the year 1857. Let us review the reasons in detail about what led to this dissatisfaction. Now, what were the dissatisfactions? Why the people were not satisfied with the British policies? We will go one by one reasons. I will explain you. The first reason is social and religious reasons. The policy of social reformers by the company made people feel insecure and suspicious. They felt that the government was trying to convert them to Christianity and destroy the Indian culture and religion forever. The policies were such that people were feeling insecure and they were feeling that they were converted to the Christianity. The Hindu religion was destroying. People believed that the Indian social system was deliberately undermined and the railways, jails and military. A larger section of our society was orthodox at that time and thus the new changes arose dissatisfaction in them. As a result, many people joined this freedom movement to sustain their socio-religious structure. Second reason was economic reasons. Now see which were the economic reasons. The aim of the British was to bring prosperity to England at the cost of India. As a result, most of the sections of Indian society became impoverished. The landlords and peasants, having lost their lands, participated in the revolt. Next reason was political reason. The East India Company acquired the Diwani rights as a result of their victory in the Battle of Buxar in 1764 CE. This was followed by an aggressive policy of expansion with the help of subsidiary alliance. In further chapter I had already explained you Permanent Settlement Act, subsidiary alliance, annexation policy, doctoring of lapse, policy of annexation and mere diplomacy. Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi and Raja Kanwar Singh of Bihar, who were among the few of the victims of these policies. They were not satisfied with these policies. So they joined the revolt to regain their territories. Landlords and peasants who had lost their lands too joined the revolt. Now next reason was military reasons. The number of British officers and soldiers was very less in a vast country like India. The ratio of the Indian soldiers to the British soldiers was approximately 6:1 in the military. The higher posts in the military were reserved for the British. Indian army people were not given higher post in the Indian army. The opportunity of promotion was very limited for the Indian soldiers. Always the promotion and higher post were given to the British people. There was a big difference between the salary of an Indian soldier and a British soldier. So Indian people were not satisfied with such type of policies. The Indian foot soldiers received 7 rupees while the British soldiers received 150 rupees per month. See, vast difference between the salary also. The British soldiers considered the Indian soldiers to be low and insignificant. As per the religious restrictions, the Indian soldiers were not allowed to cross the sea, or else the person would be treated as an outcast. Despite this custom, the Indian soldiers were compelled to cross the sea in order to fight battles for the British. Thus, like other Indians, the soldiers too felt that their religion was at stake. The soldiers, being a part of the Indian society, shared the same sentiments of grief, suspicion, and anger as others did. So, Indian soldiers were not satisfied with this policy. They were compulsorily forced to cross the sea borders and fight for the Britishers. The immediate reasons, which were the immediate reasons? There were various reasons for the rising anger and discontentment among the people towards the British rule. In January 1857, a new rifle, Enfield rifle, was introduced in the Indian Army. The cartridge of this rifle had to be beaten off before being used, and this cartridge was greased with the fat of cow and pig. For the Hindus, the beef, and for the Muslims, the pork was prohibited by their religion. Hence, they felt that the British were deliberately trying to disanctify their religion. The response to their complaints in the same regards was not satisfactory. Hence, the 19th Battalion of Barakpur was the first to refuse the use of the cartridge. As a result, the entire battalion was disbanded. They were removed from the army. One movie was of Mangal Pandey was been introduced, and in that movie all these scenes are given. So children, please see that movie. That name of the movie is Mangal Pandey. Now see, planning of the revolt and Mangal Pandey. What was the role of the Mangal Pandey in this revolt? It was planned to begin the revolt across the nation against the East India Company on 31st May 1857. Leaders like Nana Sahib Peshwa, Bahadur Shah Zafar, Kanwar Singh, and the Nawab of Awadh had joined hands with Tatya Tope, an efficient military commander. Who was efficient military commander? Tatya Tope. They all joined together and gave the support to this commander. Rango Bapuji, an accomplished planner, Azimullah Khan, a lawyer, and a journalist to lead the revolt. Lotus and roti were the symbol to join the revolt for the civilians and the soldiers' respect. They had given a symbol that by this symbol the person will be recognized whether they are our revolt members or not. These symbols were circulated across the nation. Bards, Hindu and Muslim priests, awliyas and messengers played their part in spreading the word about the revolt. Mangal Pandey opposed the use of the cartridge greased with the fat of cows and pigs. As a result, the revolt began earlier than the fixed date. It disrupted the planning and the objectives of the revolt could not be achieved. Mangal Pandey was born to a Brahmin couple in Nagwa village of Uttar Pradesh. He joined the British Army as a soldier at rupees 7 as his salary. See children, very less salary, rupees 7. The Indian soldiers who had agreed to revolt wanted to wait till 31st May, whereas 26 years old Mangal Pandey could not wait till that date. He refused to follow the orders of using the Enfield rifle and challenged the British officers. Sergeant Major Hewson ordered to arrest him, but Mangal Pandey shot him. He defeated another British officer too. The Indian soldiers refused to arrest Mangal Pandey, being a Brahmin. When he was comraded by the British soldiers, he shot himself by his own rifle. A bleeding Mangal Pandey was taken to the hospital because the British wanted to get information about the plan of the revolt from him. So they were trying that he should be alive. The military court pretended to run a case against Mangal Pandey on 6th April 1857. The entire proceeding was in English. He was sentenced to death at the end, but he did not divulge any information regarding the revolt to the British. He was announced, उसको बोला गया था कि आपको फांसी की सज़ा मिलेगी, आप कुछ बोलो, लेकिन फिर भी उसने कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन रिवोल्ट के बारे में ब्रिटिश आर्मी को दी नहीं. दैट्स हाउ आवर पैट्रियट्स वेर. He was hanged at 5:30 a.m. on 8th April. See, revolt was going to start on 31st May, but before that only Mangal Pandey started, and he was already sentenced to death, hanged at 5:30 a.m. on 8th April. And that's how he became the first martyr of the revolt of 1857. Spread of the revolt and its leaders. Delhi and Bahadur Shah Zafar. The soldiers reached Delhi from Meerut in the morning on 11th May. They could capture Delhi with the help of the Indian soldiers present there. They convinced the 80-year-old Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar to accept the leadership of the revolt. And this news infused a new life in the revolt, and many regions of India joined the revolt. You can see over here the Bahadur Shah Zafar's pic is given. He was as leader. His age was at that time 80 years and he took the charge of the revolt. Kanpur and Nana Sahib. Now see, Kanpur broke into the revolt on 4th June 1857. And Nana Sahib Peshwa was asked to assume the leadership of the revolt. In Kanpur, the leader was Nana Sahib. In Delhi, the leader was Bahadur Shah Zafar. However, they had to surrender to the Britishers following an acute shortage of food and water due to 22nd day long siege. Now next, in Bihar, conversing. Patna and Jagdishpur were the main centers of the revolt in Bihar. Conversing, of age 70 years old landlord, was the leader of the revolt in Bihar. He was the leader. He fought bravely against the Britishers during a battle. He got shot in his arm. To stop the poison from spreading into his body, he chopped his hand off from the elbow and offered it to the river Ganga. He chopped his hand half from the elbow and threw it in the river Ganga. He freed Jagdishpur from the British control before he died. Now next, Jhansi, the great warrior Lakshmi Bai. Queen of Jhansi, Lakshmi Bai was a great warrior. Britishers did not accept her adopted son as the heir to the throne. This is the reason for her joining the revolt. She was one of the most skillful leaders of the revolt. She had also prepared an army of women to fight against the British. They fought very bravely against the British, but according to the British officials, Queen Lakshmi Bai was one of the greatest women leaders in the revolt of 1857. You can see her picture is given. A brave army commander now Tatya Tope. Nanasaheb Peshwa had made Tatya Tope the commander of the army at Kanpur. Soon he became his trusted commander. He skillfully fought to free Kanpur, playing the role of a commander for the British time in his life. For the next 2 years, he played a major role in the revolt and across the country. No one in his time had fought as many battles as he did. He was an extraordinary, brave commander. Soldiers from different parts of India had joined the revolt. From North India, Bareilly, Banaras, Allahabad, Agra, Azamgarh and Gorakhpur had joined. Ajmer, Nasirabad, Abu from the Rajputana, Gwalior, Mandsaur, Indore and Dhar from the central India participated in the revolt. Satara, Kolhapur, Savatwadi, Nargad, Dharwad, etc. became active in south. However, these centers were scattered. Now see the revolt of 1857 in Gujarat. Different parts of India, you already saw which states, which cities had joined this revolt. Now, what about Gujarat? The 7th Battalion of the British Army broke into revolt in Ahmedabad, Gujarat in June 1857. However, it was soon halted. Dahod, Jhalod, and Godhra of Panchmal witnessed the skirmishes with the British Army. The soldiers could capture government offices with the help of the natives but were soon defeated, and the Nayak Das of Panchmahal continued the rebellion almost for a year. Das Patel, the headman of Anand in Kheda district, collected almost 2000 volunteers of the Kodi Samaj and Nayakda communities to join the revolt. He was supported by Jivabhai Thakur of Kanpur, Malaji Joshi, and Krishnadas Dave. However, the supporters of Garbar Das were captured by the Britishers, tied to the cannon, and were blown off with the cannonball fire. Garbar Das was exiled to Andamans where he died. He was also taken to Andaman Nicobar's island. There he died. The people of Chandap village, which is 16 miles away from Idar, accepted the leadership of Nathaji and Yamaji and joined the revolt. The British had camped at Nandana village between Okha and Bardi. The British commander of navy became impatient and he reached the fort of Bet Dwarka via Bay of Bet. Donovan ordered an attack on the fort. The Waghars inside the fort had no such artillery to counter attack. At this time, the Waghar women came up and with a very brave and innovative idea. They soaked the mattress with water in which they could catch the cannonballs and cool them immediately. See the idea of the women, how they help. Nowhere in the history of the world such act of valor has been exhibited. Waghar women were bravely disarmed the cannonballs without worrying about their own lives. Their act of bravery was equivalent to that of Rani Lakshmibai. These women were the Lakshmibais of Gujarat. Cities of North Gujarat like Patan, Kheralu, Bhiloda, Mudeti, etc. broke into the revolt with the help of the natives. Apart from this, in December 1858, revolt started in 1857. See children, 1 year is over. Still the revolt is continue. 1858, Tatya Tope stayed with his army in Panchmal district of Gujarat. He had to escape to the forest of Vansawada when being chased by the British army. Now see, what was the end of the revolt? During the revolt, weapons and soldiers were supplied to the Britishers from England, Iran, etc. The revolt had started on 10th May 1857, but by the end of the June 1857, the Britishers were able to regain control on Banaras and Allahabad. Kanpur was recaptured by the end of July and Delhi in September 1857. Bahadur Shah Zafar and his queen Begum Zinat Mahal were imprisoned and exiled at Rangoon, the capital of Burma, where they died after few years. Their 3 sons were murdered. Lucknow was recaptured in March 1858. Jhansi fell because of the treachery of one of the countries of Jhansi. As a result, Lakshmibai escaped towards Kalapi, where she died while fighting a battle with the British troops. Till last she was fighting, till her last breath. Nana Sahib Peshwa escaped to Nepal after the final defeat. It is believed that he lived in the Sihor village of Bhavnagar district of Gujarat, where he is believed to have died in 1902. It is said that Tatya Tope was captured due to the betrayal of one of his allies. According to the official documents, Tatya Tope was hanged on 18th April 1859. However, as per the other sources, we come to know that Tatya Tope had managed to escape and somehow someone else was hanged in his place. It is believed that he had spent the last years of his life in Navsari. Why was the revolt a failure? You have seen in this chapter that one by one how British started capturing the states, and what was the end? It was failure. The revolutionaries failed to retrieve the power from the Britishers due to their limitations. Now see which were the limitations. First, the rebels lacked coordination. There was an absence of centralized leadership. There was no provision for reinforcement of men, money and ammunition. Second reason for the failure was outbreak of the revolt happened way before the pre-planned date. As a result, the planning was disrupted and it alerted the British. The revolt remained concentrated largely in North India. Many social reformers refrained directly or indirectly from joining the revolt. This proves that the intellectual class did not support the revolt. Fourth reason, India was a country known for its regional diversity in languages, food, habits, dressing, etc. Before the British rule, the people were ruled by regional dynasties. As a result, the sentiments of nationalism, belongingness to India as one nation had not developed either in people or in their leaders. Many leaders either sided with the British or remained passive at the time of the revolt. Fifth reason was the Sikhs and the Gurkhas fought by the side of the British, which proved to be a major disadvantage for the rebels. Sixth reason was the British had a superior army, weapons and military commanders compared to the rebels. Number 7 reason was all the leaders were fighting for regaining their power or territories lost to the British. They were not fighting for the freedom of their nation. Now see what were the effects and consequences of the revolt. The revolt was not successful against the Britishers. However, it still ushered in a new era of change. Company rule came to an end in India. India came under the rule of the Crown. The interference in the internal affairs of the princely states of India was stopped. The British government was compelled to change its policies towards India. The salary, allowances and facilities given to the Indian soldiers, sepoys, were increased. This revolt helped in invoking a feeling of nationalism in the people of India.